Hi, I'm knitwear designer Karina Spencer, and this is my Minimalist Cable Cardigan pattern. This modern take on a classic wardrobe staple features deep ribbing at the hem and cuffs, cable columns set into a textured backdrop, and a gently sloped V-neck designed to look great and drape well, buttoned or unbuttoned. The back and sleeves are a clean slate of reverse stockinette. The sleeves in this pattern were designed using Elizabeth Doherty's top-down set-in sleeve method, and in this video, I'll walk you through the sleeve construction step by step. The first step is to mark the upper sleeve cap with removable stitch markers. Before starting your sleeves, lay your sweater out flat, lining up the front and back hems and making sure your side seams are straight. Finger press the shoulders flat, and use a removable stitch marker or safety pin to mark the highest point on the shoulder at the arm opening. Place 2 more stitch markers, each 1.5 inches away from the center marker along the side of the armhole. Be sure to place your markers 1 stitch in from the edge so they don't interfere with you picking up stitches around the armhole. The markers will be referred to as the right cap marker, the center cap marker, and the left cap marker. To minimize gaping where the sleeve joins the sweater body, you'll pick up stitches for the sleeves using a size 5 needle and then transfer them to a 7 before starting the cap shaping. I like using 16-inch circular needles to do this step, but you can also work the sleeves in magic loop using longer circular needles. With right side facing you and starting at the right cap marker, pick up stitches at a rate of about 4 stitches for every 5 rows up to the center marker. Continue picking up stitches at the same rate to the left cap marker. After the left cap marker, continue picking up stitches at a rate of about 1 stitch for every 2 rows, all the way down the side of the armhole to the bound-off underarm stitches. Pick up and knit 1 stitch in each bound-off underarm stitch, making sure the last stitch you pick up is right into the center of the stockinette column at the side seam. This stitch will create the seamless stockinette line that runs up the side and down the center of the sleeve. Place a marker for the underarm and pick up and knit 1 stitch into each bound-off stitch. Then at a rate of 1 stitch for every 2 rows, pick up and knit stitches all the way back up to where you started at the right cap marker. At this point, you can remove all 3 cap markers or leave them if you like the visual reminder of the top of the sleeve cap. Transfer all of your stitches and the underarm marker to the size 7 needle. You'll now begin the sleeve cap shaping. Join in the round and begin short row 1. Directions for short row 1, right side, are to purl the number of stitches stated in the pattern, wrap and turn. Since the stitches were picked up on a 5 and you're now working with a 7, it's normal for them to be a little bit tight. To wrap and turn, bring the yarn to the back of the work, slip the next stitch, return the yarn to the front, and slip the stitch back. Turn the work to the wrong side. Be sure to wrap stitches tightly and maintain a firm tension when you turn to ensure the wraps lay neatly in the ditch between the sweater body and the sleeve. For the wrong side of short row 1, Knit the number of stitches stated in the pattern, wrap and turn. Directions for right side of short row 2 are purl to the last wrapped stitch and purl it, slip 1 with yarn and back, wrap and turn. So when you work up to the wrapped stitch, you'll recognize it because it looks like it's wearing a little cowl, and there's a bit of a separation between it and the stitches that come after it. So you'll purl that wrapped stitch, bring your yarn to the back of the work, slip the next stitch, bring the yarn back to the front, wrap and turn the next stitch. Directions for the wrong side of short row 2 are knit to the last wrapped stitch and knit it, slip 1 with yarn in front, wrap and turn. So there's that wrapped stitch again, and you're going to knit it. Bring your yarn to the front, slip the next stitch, return the yarn to the back, and wrap and turn the next stitch. Once you've completed all of the repeats of short row 2, you can see the upper sleeve cap beginning to take shape. Directions for the right side of short row 5 are purl to the last wrapped stitch and purl it, wrap and turn. So again, there's the wrap around the stitch, purl it, and wrap and turn the next stitch. Directions for the wrong side of short row 5 are knit to the previous wrapped stitch and knit it, wrap and turn. Continue working repeats of short row 5 according to the pattern. Knitters working on the triple XL size can skip to turn sleeve inside out. Everyone else, we're going to work short row decrease 1. The right side is purl to the last wrap stitch and purl it, and wrap the next 2 stitches together just like you would wrap 1 stitch. So bring your yarn to the back, slip the next 2 stitches, return the yarn to the front, and slip those 2 stitches back. Turn your work to the wrong side. Directions for short row decrease 1, wrong side, are knit to the last wrapped stitch and knit it, wrap the next 2 stitches together and turn. Knitters working on double XL can continue to resolve short rows. Everyone else, we will work on short row decrease 2. Right side directions are purl to the wrapped twin stitches, purl them together as one, wrap 2 and turn. Wrong side directions for short row decrease 2 are knit to the wrapped twin stitches, knit them together as one, wrap 2, and turn. Repeat short row decrease 2 according to the pattern. When you're finished, we move on to resolve short row. Right side directions are purl to the last wrapped twin stitches and purl them together as one. Purl to one stitch before the marker and knit one. Now that the sleeve cap is finished, we're going to turn the sleeve inside out and work it from the wrong side so that we don't have to do all that purling in the reverse stockinette fabric. Remove your stitch marker, bring your yarn to the front and slip the first stitch on the left needle. Return the yarn to the back and slip the stitch back. Hold on to the tips of your needles to keep any stitches from coming off, and flip the sweater body over the sleeve so that the sleeve is inside out. If your ball of yarn is small enough, you can pull that right through the sleeve too so that you're not pulling your yarn from the center of the sleeve as you knit. Replace your stitch marker and continue working the sleeve directions according to the pattern. So I hope you found this video super helpful, and if you really like this method, I highly recommend checking out the book Top Down, Reimagining Set-In Sleeve Design by Elizabeth Doherty. I will add a link below, and don't forget to tag me in your finished projects. I am at Karina Spencer on Instagram, and hashtag Minimalist Cable Cardigan so I can find you. Thanks!